welcome back to the iceHQ Ice Rink Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Warrington, Warring traditional land where we're about to watch round 3, game 2. The match tonight between the Snipers and the Moat Inferno. Both teams smarting from the previous 2 weeks where they've been winless. Who's going to break into the winner's circle tonight? And even more interestingly, who wants to? We've had a little bit of a rumour floating around that the mid-season draft, which is this coming Tuesday, has the addition of Caden Dawes, which every ice hockey fan in Australia knows only too well. He was the most MVP of the Pacific last season, #1 goal scorer. He's a big man and a very, very powerful forward indeed, and having him on your team, an advantage for the team that loses today gets first pick in the draw on Tuesday night. So that's going to make things very interesting. But the team tonight, Snipers legend Michael McMahon was out of form last week. That was his first game back after a long overseas trip, and he might have still been feeling the effects of that. He made a number of uncharacteristic errors, one of which gave away a pretty good goal opportunity that ended up being a goal. You wouldn't expect that from Michael McMahon. Has he found his legs this week? Cy Lake for the Snipers stood up and had a superb game. We rated him as the player of the game for last week's game, and he was outstanding. But it was Liam Webster who once again showed just why he's as revered as he is in Australian ice hockey. He kept the Snipers in the game last week. He can't do it on his own. He had help from Logan Gallagher, who is maturing very quickly and becoming a great champion himself. But the boys haven't been hard enough to scoring against yet. They have Lockie Sincotta on the books, but he needs to show up to show his worth. He's here tonight, so that will make a big difference to the Snipers if they have McMahon and Sincotta. The Inferno also need to lift. They've had short benches and are yet to combine their attacking play as well. Individually, they have an attacking group that will be dangerous at national level, but can they make it work? If they do, look out. They flickered into action on a couple of occasions, scoring 4 goals against the Bruins in round 1, which the Dogs certainly couldn't do today. But the Dogs kept them goalless last week. Both teams have been found wanting in defence, but last week they both allowed 4 goals. But back in round 1, the Inferno led in 8. Hockey's a game that's built on defence. For every goal that gets past you, your netminder, you need to generate roughly 10 to 20 scoring opportunities to get it back. Who's going to be the team tonight to make the net the most imposing? Gossy, what's going to happen?
If it was a battle of the undefeated previously, this is the battle of the winless. So both teams are going to be really hungry to get that first win. Obviously.
But it's complicated, Gossy.
Look, obviously, yeah, there's the first overall pick of the midseason draft, but there's a number of really great players that are in that draft. So whether you pick 1, 2, you're still going to get a great player, and pride as well is on the line. We're looking at a Snipers team that went all the way to the final last year. They've got those core players back with them, and also the improvement of some of those younger guys like Logan Gallagher, who had a breakout game last week, looking a lot more dangerous, really using his body with the extra pounds he's been putting on in the gym.
Yep, he's looking a lot stronger this season than he was last year. It's a good growth spurt for the young man. Hopefully brought about by lifting and lowering heavy items.
The Inferno also buoyed with their captain back. Bellick missed last week as he was out in Newcastle with the junior development camp with some of the young stars of Australia. So he'll be back. He'll give a little bit more potency to that defense, but they look like they've got a short bench tonight as well.
Very short bench, the Inferno. It looks like they've got 6 or 7 players, which is pretty sad for them. We're hoping that would be improved through the draw, but just not able to corral those players to come along to the game, which is not really how it should be.
Casey Minson as well, recently acquired today.
Long weekend for the Australia Day long weekend, which could make a difference. But they are going to have their work cut out for them. But then again, if you lose this, the booby prize is potentially Hayden Dawes, and that's a hell of a booby prize. I want him on my team. I tell you what, he puts fear into the hearts of defensemen that he plays against, and he's the clutch goal scorer by excellence.
I will say, though, let's not get ahead of ourselves either. I mean, we know how great he can be with the goals that he scored, but we've seen plenty players assumed to be #1, a la Shane Wright, who don't go first. So we don't know what Georgia Moore and Captain Bellick will do if they win that draft, or Webster would do if the Snipers. But what I can tell you tonight is both teams are going to want to win, as no man likes losing.
That's true. But again, the booby prize. So losing this game is potentially a big win for either team. Mixed emotions. But if you've got a bit of pride in your heart, no one tanks. And Bettman says no one tanks, so he must be right.
Yeah, I'd have to err with Gary on this one. I don't think either of these teams are going to want to lose this game. But here we are underway. Only time will tell. And the Snipers first off with the puck, but intercepted there by Turner, who finds over to Ewell, who can just circle that around. It's going to come back to the defenseman in McCoy. McCoy just being watched there by Koenig, able to get it back down to Turner, who gets knocked down there by Subert, and just like that, the snipers will be going to the box, and that's Lucas Subert who will be taking 2 minutes there, and the Inferno will be hoping to heat up on the power play.
Well, they're going to need these opportunities, and I think also the Inferno are going to want as many stoppages as they can possibly get throughout this game. They do have a bench with just 3 players on it, so every break they get is good for them.
Do you have your equipment in the car? They could use you.
Go get it. I don't think they will. There's enough traffic cones out there.
So here we are, face off to the right of Kieran Brown, who's played admirably early on in the season for the Snipers, and they'll need a big one here from him. But puck comes back to McCoy, finds over to Austin McKenzie. Wine shot, stopped there by Lazzarato and shot down the length of the ice by
The McKenzie sort of stick on the ice is a beautiful target, but unfortunately it was Lazzarato's stick, so he managed to clear it out.
So here's the first touch for Casey Minson, the new acquired Inferno player. Sends it up to McKenzie, who comes through with speed. Wine shot, just a nice stick save there by Brown to get that one into the corner. McKenzie sends it back there for Minson, who has his head up, takes a look, walks into the center of the ice. He's going to wind, take a shot, deflection. Kick save there by Brown. Puck comes back here to McCoy. Now with it, sends it over to Minson. Minson back to McCoy, wind shot, and hits Logan Gallagher, and just chips that past McCoy, but Casey Minson was back first.
Snipers go off and get their change. Nice structured defense. Liam Gallagher on the ice. Sorry, Liam Webster.
Here comes Minson now. Takes that deep into the left corner there. And that was left there by the Inferno player and comes back to Lee Turner. Turner with a shot, but that just goes wide. Puck comes back there for McCoy. McCoy in for Turner. Minson's calling for it, but Turner wasn't able to get that through to him. Bellick battles there on Webster, the two captains battling hard, but Webster's able to win that around over to McMahon, who has all the time in the world, and he'll send that down into the Inferno zone.
So Inferno not particularly aggressive on this first power play. They haven't got many chances.
And here's Bellick. He chips that up there for Kevin Dow, who sends that deep into the corner, curls back. He's got Ewell, but he's being watched carefully there by Connors, who comes out with the puck.
Nice clearance, runs the clock down for the Snipers. The Inferno have to go back and get it, and we have just 5 seconds to go on the first power play of the game.
So here's Spencer Nave, chips it in front. He was looking there for his teammate, but the puck comes out here for McCoy. McCoy on the right side sends it in, saved there by Brown, and he just chips that back for Webster, who curls away there from the chasing Bellick. The two captains going head-to-head there. Out of the box and onto the puck is Lucas Subert, who drops that there for Clark, who sends it across over for Webster, and that just missed him and chips out. And onto it here is Steve Bellick. Bellick with the puck, winds, in front shot, saved there by Brown. That was a streaking Ewell who wasn't able to pass that one past Brown there. And out comes Clark with the puck.
Bellick just a little bit gun-shy on his shot. He waited just perhaps a little bit too long before making that pass.
That's Michael McMahon stripping the puck there, sends it in front. Bobby Clark shot, saved there by Woodlands.
End-to-hand hockey at the moment.
And McCoy now up to Ewell, who just chips that in. He's going to go hard in on Subert. Tries to get the stick through him, but Subert uses the body to shield the puck. Puck comes up on the half wall, kept in nicely there by the Inferno. Drop there. Here's Minson with it, who's going to get plenty of ice time after the trade there earlier today. And puck comes forward there, but Lee Turner not able to deflect that on. Logan Gallagher now here with the puck, who I called to have a big game with 2 goals tonight. Let's see if he lives up to the billing. Intercepted by McMahon, and he sends that back to Connor. So not much, a little bit of a slower pace here to the game we saw earlier. Just both teams just waiting to feel each other out. And that's dumped in there by Connors.
It's going to be slower, Goss. You look at the size of the bench. They're just not going to have the legs, and they know they have to conserve gas.
So there's McKenzie. Nice job just to separate some speed there, and shot in, and gloved there by Brown as he covers the puck.
So a good option there, McKenzie going low, looking for that 5-hole, because you never know, every now and then a goalie will just get a little bit complacent and leave it open. And, as Gretzky will always tell you, if you don't shoot them, they're not going in. Yeah,
shots along the ice also usually create a rebound, but that was great control there by Brown just to cover that up on the pad. So face-off here, won by Webster, as he often does, and Connor reverses that over there to Subert. Subert looks forward, just sends that down the length of the ice. That was close enough to Minson that it's waved off, and the speed of Spencer Nave just forced Minson into shoveling that onto the corner, and won there by the snipers. But here comes Lee Turner. He's got Austin McKenzie with him. He takes it over, winds, just holds, chips it in front, just looking for Bellick, and Bellick wasn't able to connect on that. But McKenzie gets it momentarily, but intercepted by Bobby Clark, who now sends a stretch pass there over to Webster. He collects it, sends it in front to Nave, shot, blocker save there by Woodlands. Nave still with it, tried to reverse it, but just knocked it onto his own skate, and that allowed the Inferno to get it out, and a lucky bounce here for Bellick. He's in, just waits, sends it over to Yule, chips it, on the skates there, and now comes out for the young Nave, sending it across there for Clark. So Clark now over the line with it, sends it in front, still with it there for the sniper, shot wide, and that was Logan Gallagher. Puck dumped in there by the snipers, and battling on it is Webster. He's got McMahon streaming in front. Webster still with a shot, scores! Liam Webster stick handling in a phone booth, gets it to his backhand and puts that top shelf over the glove of Woodlands, and the snipers are up 1-0 here early in the first period.
Snipers were definitely threatening to do that. And I've got to say, Gossie, I think for the benefit of the competition, the Snipers need to win this, because can you imagine now the Snipers have got Sincotta back as well. It gives them a pretty decent wall of defence. Imagine that combined with Dorsey.
Yeah, you know, and you never know. I mean, just based on the size, the Snipers might decide to go a different way, but definitely Hayden Dawes would look good on either team here. But here comes Michael McMahon over the blue line. He cuts out in front, takes a shot, saved there by Woodlands. And the Inferno here just got to be careful. You know, with a shorter bench, they're not going to want to play too loosey-goosey here early, because it'll be harder and harder to come back with only 3 guys on the bench at this level of hockey.
Well, they're already slowing the game as much as possible, and that's partially the wisdom of what they're trying to do. Bellick certainly knows how to do it, but McMahon with an uncharacteristic little bit of puck handling error then. Hopefully he's found his feet a bit more than last week.
So here the Inferno back in their own zone. The puck there with McCoy, who's going to reverse that over to Dow. He's going to send that back over to McCoy, who's being watched by Lazzarato, and all the Inferno can do is get the puck down the length of the ice, and just not able to beat that out was Yule, and that was Jamie Law, the linesman there, laying down the law, blowing the whistle, and bringing the puck all the way back down into the Inferno zone.
These face-offs give them a chance to get their breath back. 10 minutes to go in the first. Snipers up 1 goal to the Inferno. Nil. Even on the shots, 4 shots apiece.
Face-off won there by Lazzarato. Puck comes in bouncer. That's Kai Naroos battling hard there by with Koenig. And Naroos able just to win that into the corner and allow his teammates to collect. Now Lazzarato steals that off McCoy. Logan Gallagher taking that wide. Still with it, Gallagher shot on. Kick save there by Woodlands, and Gallagher now gets it to the point. Shot there along the ice by McMahon. Deflected wide, and McCoy gets there, but battling hard there are the Inferno, and Koenig now in on Naroos. So Koenig not able to win the battle. Naroos now, but Koenig comes out with it. Sends that deep to Lazzarato, who looked for Koenig but couldn't find him, and Lazzarato collects it again. Sends that back to the point of McMahon, who's going to reverse that over to the other side and have Koenig battle behind the net. Koenig now with it, circling, has an eye, curls back away from McCoy and sends that deep into the corner. Tried a little give and go, but Koenig just not able to see that. Now back behind the net. Here's Gallagher, looks in front, bounces off the leg of Naroos and to the stick of Lazzarato.
You can see the energy that the Snipers are prepared to expend, whereas the Inferno very much playing a very solid defensive positioning game at this point.
Oh, what a move there by Gallagher, and he's able to get that over to Subert, who sends it in front, and a deflection looking there for Koenig, just not able to get a stick on it, and the puck will finally squirt out into the neutral zone, and the Inferno will get a much-needed change as McCoy was spent. Here come the Inferno, though. Here's Stevie Bellick here over the blue line, winds, just looks, waits, sends a cross-ice pass there, looking for Turner, just behind it, but Turner comes out with it. He looked to send that back to Minson, but just keeps his stick on it. Otherwise, it would have been 2 going the other way for the Snipers. Yule now with it, sends it behind the net for Turner, not able to get a stick on it, and Subert will get there first and just chip that back down the length of the ice.
Knox has been floating around high on the blue line through the neutral zone, looking for stretch passes for the last couple of minutes. Look for him to try and get a sneaky, get behind the Sniper sort of attack, but I can't see McMahon or Well, Connor's getting caught out by that.
Oh, Webster with a nice pass over to Bobby Clark. This is that line that was put together last week. Two experienced players here in Clark and Webster playing with the young Spencer Nave up from the Junior Summer League this season. And there's a stretch pass over looking for Clark. He's going to get there first, take that wide, and take a sharp angle shot, and he scores! Water bottle and all! Bobby Clark first to the puck, and he roots that top shelf. And we've sprung out for a 2-goal lead. Look at this on the replay, Carl. There wasn't much. And he did what every goalie hates when that water bottle pops out. It's extra
points,
little bit of misery.
A few extra bonus points there on the scoreboard. But what we're seeing now is the short bench playing immense dividends because the Snipers are winning the races. And as a result, they're getting more quality puck possession.
So you're 2-0, and this doesn't look good if you're the Inferno. But remember, early this season, the Inferno sprung out to a quick 2-goal lead and ended up blowing it. So they'd be hoping that they can do that to the Snipers, but it's a tall task to say with only 3 on the bench. So here's McMahon in his own zone.
Both these teams have been very vulnerable in defence. They've been good at scoring goals, but not good enough at keeping them out.
And here's McMahon galloping through the neutral zone, takes that wide, curls back. He's got Gallagher on the point. He sends it over to Connors, who takes a shot. And Seb Woodlands is just going to deflect that out into the netting. And I would imagine if you're Seb Woodlands, any chance you get to deflect it into the netting or cover up, he'll take, because his teammates are going to be huffing and puffing all night long.
Absolutely, Gossie. They're going to have it up. They're going to have a hell of a job to do. So far throughout the game, he's already made 9 saves. And we're only 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, so Liam Webster already up for a 2-point night. 1 goal, the first goal of the night, and he got an assist on that snipe by Bobby Clark. So Connors now for the Snipers, takes it out, looks up, and finds Koenig. He's going to battle there, try to just get through McKenzie, and he's still with it there. So Koenig's going to then just reverse it over to the half wall. No one there, and Kevin Dow will collect it and send that out only as far as the neutral zone. I think we're going to be seeing this a lot tonight, don't you think, Carl?
Yep, they're going to play deep and just wait, try and get their breath back time and time again.
Kiner is just not able to knock that down, and he'll get there first, and being watched there by Lazzarato, who's just casually going in, put a little bit more pressure on the kid. Shot through and saved there by Woodlands as the Snipers were looking for a deflection.
Quite a nice and call. I managed to just play that one before it crossed the red line.
And here's Naroos now with it. Wine shot blocked there by Gallagher, and that's Subert who just stood up the young Kai there. Intercepted shot. Oh, what a save there by Brown. The puck came out to Dow, and he sniped that going for top shelf, but great job there by the blocking arm of Kieran Brown just to keep that and keep it in too. Look at that, no rebound. Just came through the elbow, and he was able to close that quickly. Otherwise, that was going to find Twine. So here's Spencer Nave now with speed. He blows past Naroos, and he's one-on-one with Minson. Takes the shot. Saved there by Woodlands. Those 2 young players know each other quite well.
And that was a magnificent save there. A lot of reflexes involved in getting that blocker up. You've got eyes on the puck, as you will tell us over and over again, Gussie. If you can see it, you can stop it.
Yeah, I mean, that one was a bullet, but great job there. Nice positioning by Brown, and shot there blocked by the Inferno. Now with it is Steve Bellick, who's playing up forward, looks across for Dow, who just carries that in. Wine shot, and another glove save there by Brown here for the Snipers.
Brown with Dane Davis-style positioning there, making difficult saves look easy. He doesn't quite have the fierceness of Dane Davis. One of the most imposing
or the size.
Right.
That's the big thing about the Great Wall of Dane, eh?
Yep.
So there's McKenzie with a shot, just bouncing in front. That was Ewell looking for it, but Sniper's able to get it out through Connors. Intercepted by Minson, who sends that back to McCoy. And puck Sniper zone. Off the half wall now. Here's the most recent goal scorer, Bobby Clark, on the ice, and he's just going to send that deep. And Seb Woodland's just going to leave that for his defender in McCoy.
One of the other things we're going to see lots of, I think, is Liam Webster winning lots and lots of face-offs tonight. Because from the point of view of a centre, I can tell you, when you get a bit tired, the reflexes and the speed of your face-off drops off a lot.
So
Webster
nice
will be fresh.
awareness there for Webster. He was going in with speed, but unfortunately it was Clark that was just stuck in the offensive zone and forced Webster back. Here we go. So here at 2-on-0, and McKenzie just had a little bit more time than he thought. Wasn't able to get that pass across over to Turner. McKenzie now, though, looks back for McCoy, just misses him, and here we go. 2-on-0, Lazzarato and Koenig in on Woodlands. Lazzarato shot, saved there by Woodlands. So a 2-on-0, not much puck movement there, and the goaltender came up big. Lazzarato still with it, though. Turning is Koenig. He's knocked off the puck by McCoy, and here comes Turner. Oh, but can't get past the poke check there of McCoy, and here's Gallagher's shot. Oh, Woodlands tried to step on the puck there, and that was Minson just diving for the puck and sending that across.
So it's all getting a bit messy around about now, Gossie, isn't it? They're starting to get tired with only a minute or two to go in the first. You can see that short bench of the Inferno really starting to tire them out.
Look at this
as a result, those breakaways start happening.
On the CCM replay, the poise of Gallagher. He was just able to outweight Woodlands, but diving back was Casey Minson, who saved a sure goal.
Wasn't it unfortunate the goal got moved?
Yeah.
He wouldn't have meant to do that at all. Well, hang on a sec. He probably meant to do that, but maybe didn't mean to it. But either way, if the goal moves, the game stops. And so they get a couple of seconds of break.
So about a minute and a half here left in the first period. The Snipers up to a 2-goal lead on goals from Liam Webster and Rob Clark. But here come the Inferno 3 deep. It's Turner. He takes that into the corner, drops for McKenzie, shot. Blocked there by Brown, but intercepted again. Here's McCoy now, shot, save, and nice little stick work there by Brown just to deflect that up into his glove and cover up and kill a few more seconds. Look at this on the CCM replay. That was a great blocker save by Brown and just bounced off Hubert and right back to McCoy, and Brown able to get back on his feet and make another great glove save.
Some solid defence there too, though, by the Snipers. They're allowing quite a few 3-on-2s to get through to them, which is surprising given the size of the Inferno bench. I wouldn't have thought that would be possible.
Well, it's always one of those when you look down the other side and see less bodies. Sometimes you take a little bit of time off a little bit of pedal off the gas, right? But Bobby Clark's there first, and he negates that icing, takes the backhand, sends it in front. Great save there by Woodlands. Pinching is Connors, sends it across there for Clark. Not able to get a stick on that, but intercepted here by McMahon. With the shot, wide, bounces off the Inferno defender, but McMahon able to get there first and sends it to the point. Connors through traffic, shot, save Woodlands. Rebound was Nave there, but with the puck there is McCoy. Nave just separates McCoy from it, but not able to find a great move, and here comes Dow. 2-on-1, Dow and Bellick. McMahon, the man back here for the sniper shot. Saved there by Brown as McMahon had negated that passing option. Dow forced to reverse it, but Connors was there and anticipated the play and made a save. And just like that, an opportunity the other way to half the deficit, but a great save there by Brown as he's made 9 straight saves as the Snipers are up 2-0 off goals of Liam Webster and Robbie Clark.
What we saw there too was an absolute textbook piece of 2-on-1 defence there by Michael McMahon. If you're a C grade or a B grade player and you see that, that's what you want to be copying. That was a beautiful read of the speed of the attack and just cutting off the passing option so that Brown only had one player to worry about. There wasn't going to be a pass across in front of him, and he made that save. Again, look easy. They're not, but he made it look easy. So at the end of the first, the Snipers up 2 goals to a very undermanned Inferno. Inferno with just the 8 players. They've not got a full bench by any stretch of the imagination, but they've done pretty well. The Snipers have been a bit sloppy in defence and let a few chances get through. There's been a number of odd man rushes that the Inferno have been able to get, which you wouldn't think would be possible with the way the numbers are panning out, but that's what's been happening. 2-goal lead at the moment, both the goals. 1 goal Liam Webster unassisted, and the other one Robbie Clark assisted by Webster, so Webster's on a bit of a point spree so far, and a penalty to Subit for hooking early on, which he wasn't very happy about. No one ever is, but that's how it goes. Shots to the 15 to the Snipers, to 9 to the Inferno. Where this is going to add up, I think, Gossie, as we wind into the second and certainly into the third period, is when the short bench for the Inferno is really going to hurt them. But they'll be thinking about how best to save their energy and then get on the occasional odd player break. So if they can just maintain their defensive structure, they're in with a chance. All they've got to do is be composed and just keep the Snipers out. And then every now and then, the Snipers get a bit lazy, get a bit complacent. They get out behind them, they get an odd play rush, they get a goal. It can happen.
There have definitely...
I wouldn't bet on it.
There have definitely been opportunities, but I think if you're Liam right now, it's just, guys, let's keep the energy going, right? Let's get the energy like Ralph, right? Let's get it going, Ralphie Ralph. He's going to tell him to get the get the legs moving, because there are a few shifts that the snipers just looked a little bit complacent. And I understand, you're playing against some of your friends that are on the other team, but at the end of the day, what you want to do is win.
Yep.
And
not only that, but this is throughout the series, you want the points.
Yeah.
So you want the goal differential, because later on it can make a difference if you and another team are tied up. And look, when the snipers or whoever comes after the draft and things change a little bit, and their players show up because a few of them have been away, it's going to be a different team. And we saw that last season, so they want to get as many goals as they can. They can't take the foot off the accelerator.
So here we go, Bellick facing off against Lazzarato. Having a little laugh there with the official, and face-off won there by Paul. So Lazzarato wins it, and McMahon now with it for the snipers. He's just going to send that deep onto Woodlands, who had to get down and get the paddle there. But pitching forward there was Lazzarato, and Minson able to get it out to Bellick, through now to McKenzie. He stops up there on the half wall, just has a peek, sends it in front, and chipped out there. There's Lee Turner with a shot. Just handcuffed Brown momentarily, in the Inferno not able to keep that in, as Logan Gallagher finds Koenig. Here's Alex Koenig there with it, takes a shot. Great positioning there, but just a little bit wide, and down goes Jamie Law. And out comes McCoy. It's a 3-on-2. Puck comes back to Turner with the shot off the shoulder there of Brown, and out there to the blue line, and the snipers will come the other way with 4. So Lucas Serbert winds up, shot, saved by Woodlands, and he looks and says, I don't like what I see, and he'll cover up for another faceoff.
There from Serbert to take that shot from such a long distance with no real screen. It's a pretty low percentage shot. There was eyes on it all the way for Woodlands, so he just plucked that one out of there. And so the old goalie makes the old baseball catch there, and they make it look pretty easy. They had a big advantage if they just carried in a bit further and maybe passed the puck once or twice. They might have changed the angle. We certainly saw that in the last game when Karuna did that beautifully, and he's her first goal.
So here we are, battle there. Young Kinders against Spencer Nave. Puck comes up there for Liam Webster. Winds, takes a shot, and hits that one wide. On the half wall now is Clark. Looking across over for Webster. He battles well to keep that away from Ewell. Now he takes the shot in, and through traffic, Seb Woodland's able to get the glove out and cover that.
Minson looking imposing. He has got that Dogs pedigree. If you're not familiar with the story, Minson was traded today to the Inferno from swapping with Knox.
And he's been looking good so far, but again, very undermanned, and that's Connors able to keep that away from Ewell, and he sends that deep for Webster behind the net. He comes now out to the half wall. He's got Connors on the far side, but he reverses that down for Bobby Clark, who looked in front for the young Knave. That's Dow there, not able to get it past Webster, who just cycles it back again, and that's Minson now chipping that up only as far as the half wall.
Bellick doing a good job of fighting for the puck there in the corner. He's one of the legends here of the rink, very involved in all of the coaching.
Oh, what a heads-up pass there by Minson. Almost sprung Ewell, but Connors was back to knock that puck away.
Ewell just hanging out there waiting for those stretch passes, and every now
Dow
and then
Wines shot.
And there he is.
Again, there another shot, save Brown. Another shot, save Brown. That was Bellick with 2 opportunities. And the puck now here with the snipers. So here comes Liam Webster. He's got the young Spencer Nave with him. It's a 2-on-1. Webster shot, scores! Liam Webster tickles the twine, and with that, he scores his 3rd goal of the season, tying him with Corona and Joyce for the league lead.
And that was a beautiful shot too. You can see he was just leaning a little bit to the right, just making it look like he was either going to pass, the options were there, and instead he's just gone off the layer of the paint on the top post, just over the goalie's shoulder. And magnificent shot with Liam Webster. We know if you give him room and space, he has one of the best shots in this country, and you just saw it.
And you saw he gave a little tap there to Spencer, did all the right things. Just Spencer being there as an option, just forces Woodlands to take another look. And that slight hesitation, opened up that top blocker side, and Liam made no mistake.
So you don't get an assist for it, but it was certainly an assist.
So here we go, snipers up by 3. Logan Gallagher there was battling on McKenzie. Koenig pinches in and keeps it down low there for Gallagher. Gallagher winds shot, and he just hits that one wide. McKenzie now here for the Inferno, in on Subert. Has Turner going through the middle, sends it for a shot, saved there by Brown. Logan Ewell diving in to get that stick on that, but Brown able to push across. McKenzie finds some space, takes a shot through another blocker save there by Brown. And in there comes the Inferno defender, and they get it as far into the neutral zone. But not deep, as the Inferno are going to come back in again. With McKenzie taking the shot, and that deflected high into the netting, and the Inferno will get a much needed rest, but great opportunity, and you'll see this one on the CCM all-out play. As the puck came in, it just came through there for Yule, and you know, Brown did a great job there being able to make the save. Here it is again.
Well, the thing
Just
is,
watch.
Rossi, if you look at the shot count too, the Inferno have got 15 shots away. They're right in this, it's just not on the shot.
On the line, Kieran Brown, nice job. Alrighty, so Michael McMahon with speed here has it, sends it across over for Lazzarato, who just one-timed that one wide. Puck now here, Gallagher able to keep it in, he sends that deep. Lazzarato was there, but a good step up forward there by McCoy, able to intercept that pass. Here's Turner, sends it across to oh, scores! What a goal, Jack McCoy takes it wide, and the pinching defender with a nice move here on the CCM all-out replay, brings it to the backhand and goes roof. And just like that, the Inferno are on the board.
We might also be going to see a penalty here. I don't know exactly what happened, but
I think there was a penalty there. Just if you look at the replay, just a little interference there just before the goal. And the goal by Jack McCoy will negate that penalty, but you know, claw one back on the scoreline.
Almost with a rugby tackle there on one of the Inferno.
That was on Turner.
On Turner, yeah.
Yeah, but a great job there by the defender, Jack McCoy. What a goal. That's one of the nicest ones we've seen in this early season. So that was a pass up looking for Webster, but Bellick was back first, and a loose puck now collected by Bellick, and he's going to just send that into the sniper zone, and with it now is the captain, Liam Webster.
Just a little bit of sloppiness with the Snipers' defence. They have been a bit of a funnel for goals throughout the season so far. They need to tidy that up.
So Liam Webster sends that on net, and that was Rob Clark just missing that, and the puck now comes out to Connors, who chips that into his own bench, forcing Ralph Koenig to do a little bit of work and bend down and pick that up and give it to the official.
Not to mention get out of the way of it. It had a bit on it. So almost ended up in the stand. So Snipers down with a 2-goal lead, 3-1 with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first. In terms of shots on the net so far, 20 to the Snipers, 16 to the Inferno. And look, the Snipers are letting a lot get through them.
So here we are, Michael McMahon sending it up there for Clark. The Inferno able to get that out to the neutral zone.
Webster doing a good job of trying to tie it up.
Interception there, McKenzie with speed, clears through the defense. Here he comes, shot. Oh, save there by Brown. That was awesome. McKenzie again here now to Minson, shot, scores. Casey Minson, newly acquired, goal on debut. And the Inferno now claw back again and have the deficit, as it's now a 3-2 game.
I don't think we saw that coming, that's for sure. It's quite a contest. The Snipers just showing that defensive vulnerability. They're pinching up high. They keep getting caught, and as a result, the Inferno are getting rushes through them way more than you think they should.
That all started with the speed of McKenzie. He took that wide. It was a great save by Brown, but a nice pinch there by Minson just to get open there in the slot. And when he's got time and space, he ain't going to make a mistake. And he's got his first goal here in the competition, and it comes just after moving over from the Dogs over to the Inferno. Great job, Casey. So 3-2 game, it's a little bit more exciting now, and we're starting to see a little bit more urgency here by the Snipers through Logan Gallagher. It comes up here for Super, shot deflected there, and Webster able to get that on again. Woodlands with the save, comes out there to McCoy. So goal scorer here, McCoy on the ice with his defensive partner, Casey Minson, both the two most recent goal scorers here for the Inferno, as they're starting to heat up here in the second.
I think Webster will be a bit annoyed about that previous goal in particular, and he's a man with a lot of pride, and he doesn't want to lose this game.
Oh, and Seb Woodlands just looks up on young Logan and says, was that little snowing necessary?
In some grades of hockey, that would earn a beating behind the bike shed, or maybe in front of the bike shed. But,
I mean, there's something I would say, but I don't think it's PG rated for the broadcast. But yeah.
We're on a 7-second delay.
Here we go. So McCoy just circles that back over. It's Kevin Dow there, getting it up to Yule. And he's got a streaking Bellick. There's two Inferno here. Yule with it. Takes the shot, scores! Logan Yule snipes it, top cheddar. And just like that, the Inferno have clawed 3 back, and we're back to square one, all knotted up.
We certainly didn't see that one coming. That was all the second. The snipers wondering what's happening. Like, how can these guys be doing this? How can they be moving? But the Inferno aren't slowing down. They are playing a ripper. They were flaky at first, but they found their rhythm. And,
well, just like that,
under control.
3 shots, all high here on Brown. Have the Inferno unlock the code to the sniper goaltender. Only time will tell. 3 all game with 3 on the bench. Let's go, and here they come again with Kevin Dow. Shoots it high. Blocker save there. Comes out in front, gets shot. Scores! Steve Bellick puts it in after a save there by Brown, and he's sprawled out to knock that out and intercepted there by the captain, and he makes no mistake. It's a 4-3 game here for the Inferno.
Well, I think we might need to go back to school and redo our basic mathematics, because I'm just having a look at the snipers bench. There's only 4 of them over there as well. So
yeah,
they're short too.
Yeah, I think they've had 1 or 2 guys go to the room potentially. They had 5 before, but it's definitely short benches on either side, and the Inferno are lighting up. Please do not pour any more gasoline on the ice, eh? And there's Liam Webster taking a timeout, as he should. 4 quick goals. This game turned on its head, as we had in 3 minutes, 4 goals in 3 minutes for the Inferno after Liam Webster scored his second to go up 3-0, and the Inferno now in the lead.
So the Snipers doing their best impersonation of the Maple Leafs in a late final.
What did I tell you when the Inferno went down 2-0? I said, just remember the game that they played on round 1 where they got a quick lead and they came back. So they know it's possible at this level, and they're playing hard. I just wonder what Liam was saying on the bench. Just saying, guys, cool it. Let's get back to what we were doing well. Let's get the puck deep. Let's play hard. And, probably just saying to Kieran, don't worry about it. All we care about is the next save.
Yep.
So here's McMahon with a little bit of urgency. He sends that deep. He's going to go chase down his own rebound. So 4 different goal scorers here for the Inferno.
Speaking of men with a lot of pride at stake, you've got McMahon and Webster for the Snipers, both of whom will be pretty keen to win this.
So my mistake, actually, according to the score sheet here, I see that actually Minson with 2 goals, and it wasn't his first of the season. He had 1 with the Dogs. So with that, he's up to 3 now, and he shares the lead of the goal-scoring record here with Kahu Joyce, Matt Corona, and Liam Webster, all on 3 goals here in round 3.
Well, after the game earlier where the Bruins beat the Dogs 2-0, Corona looking pretty promising for moving up in the scoring ranks.
So here we go, a 4-3 game for the Inferno. Face-off won there by the Inferno, and Casey Minson whips that around. That's going to go down the length of the ice, and the puck's going to come back down here into the, waved off. So Connors now collects it, sends it up to Lazzarato. He's going to send that deep. It's going to rim around, and Austin McKenzie's going to get there first, but he's being watched there by Gallagher, who comes out with the puck, although only momentarily.
So Snipers running a wing-back defense there with a line of
McMahon with a shot deflection just over the net. Kernig getting a stick on a great shot there by Michael McMahon.
Watch the Snipers, the Inferno's defensive pattern when they're coming back on that back check. They've got a line of 3 across the hash marks.
Here's Gallagher in the corner now. Effective. Reverses it there, just out of the reach of Kernig, and then first to it is Minson. He just knocks that away there from Kernig, circles again, still with it, but puck comes out, and Narus does a great job just to send that down the length of the ice with just enough power to not go all the way and cause an icing. So they'll go for a change. Here comes Michael McMahon. You can tell he wants it, but a nice poke check there by Turner. And here he comes. Turner chips it up forward there for Bellick. Just not able to get a stick on it, and the back check of Kernig allows the Snipers there to recycle it. But an unlucky bounce there finds Turner. Down now for Bellick. In front there, just missed the stick of his teammate, and all Minson can do is recycle that down behind. Here it goes, though, and first to it is going to be Logan Gallagher here in the Inferno zone. He winds, takes a shot, but a great stick there by Minson deflects that into the netting. And with just under 5 minutes remaining, the Inferno have clawed back 4 goals after being down 3-0 early in the second to take a 4-3 lead.
And And the big difference maker there's been Casey Minson. He has made a massive difference in this game. His defence has been rock solid. He's got a couple of goals.
And an assist there on the Logan Ewell goal. So face off here though, Liam Webster wins it back. And here's Bobby Clark. Wine shot, blocker save right up into the air and hits the netting in the ceiling. And we'll have another face off here to the right of the Inferno netminder.
It was a beautiful reflex save there by Woodlands. He just kind of threw his hands in the air and hoped almost, but look of it, a bit of a Hail Mary, but he managed to get something on the puck and deflect it away.
The one thing I will say is, as great as the Snipers are, Seb Woodlands is a world-class goaltender, and he might be able to steal the Inferno one here with the lead. But here's Bobby Clark. Sends it back to Subert. Over to Connors, who sends it in deflected. Was looking for the deflection was Webster, but he was not able to make a connection. And the puck comes out. Clark to it first, being washed by Bellick. Just creates some space, and Bellick picks his pocket. Here he comes, the captain of the Inferno, the man on fire. Number 29, Steve Bellick, recent goal scorer. Sends it across, looking for Ewell, but intercepted there by Webster, who's going to go the other way. He's got the young Spencer Nave with him. Webster, wine shot, save, rebound. Where's the puck? Loose, and that was Woodlands there, able just to collect it as the puck was bouncing after a great shot there by Webster looking for the Hattie. And Nave was on the doorstep, but Woodlands able to get the oven mitt on it.
And that was Webster at his finest there with that breakthrough and that beautiful shot. But Woodlands
look at this on the CCM all-out replay. So a great shot, almost handcuffs him. And then that was Nave coming in and just able to get the puck. But here's McMahon now circling it back for Lazzarato, who just misses it, which will allow McCoy to get it. But Lazzarato now with the puck. Lazzarato looking back for McMahon, and that was just off the skate of McKenzie. On the half wall now, sends it across. Subert with it now. Back to McMahon, who's going to walk in. He's got all the space. Shot! Oh, looking for a deflection there by Gallagher. And here comes Ewell. Ewell skating in, but a great back check there by Koenig. Ewell just turns around, finds Turner, but just squirts there into the corner after Koenig had lost his stick. Oh, intercepted here, Minson. Looking for the hat trick shot. Save Brown. Puck comes out. Here's Turner. Wine shot. Save again by Brown. And now Subert with the puck. Casey Minson all the time in the world. He was looking for the hat trick there, but coming up big was Kieran Brown, and the puck goes down the length of the ice, waved off. McCoy first to it. He's going to send it up in the half wall. Intercepted there by Gallagher. He's got it still. Shot. Saved there by Woodlands. And Webster not able to pounce on the rebound there. Just hits the referee, and Gallagher has it now. Sends it back to Koenig. Wines. Still with it, Koenig. Shot. Hits the defender. Over to Gallagher. Can't find Webster.
Woodlands with his 29th save so far with this game. He's putting an incredible performance.
Yeah, Webster's doing it big. Woodlands is doing it big, but we know there's the scoring prowess here, the Snipers, and both teams desperately want to win. And here comes Turner with speed, looks up ice, finds Bellick into the skates there of Turner, and Turner now still with it. Coming in, finds his own pass, tries to walk around McMahon, but McMahon says not today. Stretch pass there over to Clark, and he's in a partial break. Minson back, does a great job, but a curling Brown, just not able to, or Clark, sorry, not able to collect the puck. Great job defensively there by Minson. So he's doing it at both ends now. Here's the young Kiner Roos now looking forward and has no one there, and he just finds a stick of a sniper there in Connors. Walks through in front, trying to get an opportunity for a shot, but he's being watched there by Ewell. Drops it back for Subert. Shot in, deflected, and that just came down in between the legs, and Woodlands covers that up, and we'll have a face-off there to his left.
In some particular types of hockey jargon, the goaltender is described as standing on their head. I've never really quite understood why that particular term exists, but Woodlands is standing on his head.
There we go. So here we are. Subert with a shot, but that just goes wide, and Kevin Dow will collect that there on the half wall for the Inferno. He has his head up, looks forward, trying to find Ewell, and Ewell now does a nice move to walk past the Snipers defender, and he's wrestling there with Webster, and the puck goes into the Inferno bench, and I think both Dow and Naroos just took a little, Ewell and Naroos just took a little extra breather there as they both fell down, trying to prevent
referees are getting a bit tired too. I'm seeing Jamie Law, one of the linesmen today, he's taken a couple of tumbles. That blue line's a bit tricky.
Yeah. And that's it. So that'll end the second period. And what a period if you're an Inferno fan. They lit the fire, and they came back after going down 3-0 on Liam Webster's league-leading third goal. Casey Minson came in with 2 to tie the league lead, and then it was Logan Ewell and captain Steve Bellick scoring within 3 minutes of one another to get the Inferno up 4-3.
Yeah, it was a scorcher of a second period. Certainly not what anyone expected with the short bench of the Inferno, but also the short bench of the Snipers. Snipers' defence really let them down through the second half of that period with those 4 goals getting through. Minson has been outstanding both in defence and getting those goals away. But let's not forget Seb Woodlands has been an absolute wall for the Snipers. He's made 30 saves, 15 per period. And he's denied a number of opportunities for the Snipers that you would normally expect to go in. Len Webster with a few shots that have been put away. The mid-season draft will be on Tuesday the 31st of January, so just a couple of days from now. The big rumour is that Hayden Dawes will be part of that draw, and that's going to mean the loser of this game could potentially win Hayden, and that's a hell of a big second prize for a game. We're going to have the ice cut now, and we'll be back with you at around about 10:05 for the third period of what is proving to be a much more exciting game than it seemed after the first period, with the Snipers up 4 goals. Sorry, the Inferno up 4 goals to the Snipers 3. So we'll be back with you in around about 10 minutes.
This game is our canvas.
Our choice, our freedom.
It's my way.
And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
It's the only way.
The ice doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't see color or gender.
All it sees is 60 minutes of pure effort.
A pure fun.
On the ice, we might be enemies.
But in the end, we're all allies.
This game's for everyone.
No matter who you are,
No matter where we're from, we're all ready to hit the ice.
welcome back to iceHQ for the third period of the round 3 game 2 between the Snipers and the Moat Inferno, where you had a dramatic turnaround in the second period. The Snipers were up 3-0 and now Inferno is up 4-0. But we've got even more dramatic news for those of you who are following this particular program. Everyone knows about Jamie Burke. Everyone knows that Jamie Burke is one of the legends of Australian ice hockey. Everyone also knows that Jamie Burke is the coach of the Dogs. What you didn't know is that he's in the mid-season draw on Tuesday night.
Yeah, breaking news just come through. So he's entering in the draft. So obviously being on the bench for a loss there gave him the itch to be on the ice. So he's entered into the draft, which makes it all more exciting with even more players entering every minute as it seems. But things have definitely been heating up here. We're treated to a great game to start off the night. You know, a 2-0 victory by the Bruins, who really played a hard battle game, taking all the time and space away from the Dogs, shutting out the Dogs for the first time ever on ice, and beating them for the first time ever on ice. So they are now leaders of the PHL ladder. Here, early 2-goal lead or 3-goal lead there for the Snipers, all led by Webster. We had 2 goals and an assist on a Rob Clark goal. But then in just 3.5 minutes, Casey Minson, a.k.a. the missing piece for the Inferno, he scored 2 goals quickly and then followed up by Logan Ewell and a goal by Steve Bellick. And the Inferno are up 4-3 here as we have 1 period left to play here on Friday night in Reservoir. Let's play hockey. So puck comes down deep, and the big defender Michael McMahon collects it, and as he's done often here tonight, he skates it out himself with speed, crosses the blue line, takes it wide, just curls back as he waits for some of his teammates, and he now circles that back behind the net, but wasn't able to find Koenig. Now a pinching Lazzarato able to get that on the half wall. Puck squirts out, but chipped forward there by Bellick, and here comes McKenzie, who just fumbles that. I could hear the players laughing on the bench. McKenzie couldn't believe it.
It's that fresh ice.
Here's Bellick's shots. Kick save there by Brown. Great shot there by Bellick as he almost caught Brown going the wrong way, but he was able to hit that with the trailing leg.
That have opened things up for the Inferno, who, with certainly halfway through the second period, to all money looked like they were totally shut down. But then Snipers, with a number of defensive lapses, let them get behind them, and now they're setting it up again.
And here comes Logan Ewell, goal scorer tonight. He got his the 3rd goal there, and he's hit hard there by Connors with the hip check. And that allows Subert to collect it there in the zone, and he just shovels that over to Lazzarato, who tried to go over to Connors, but a great forecheck there by Ewell as he collects in and just evades the hit there of Connors. And just like that, as the Snipers touch the puck, we've got a hooking penalty here, and it looks like the Inferno will be going back to the power play.
Well, it gives him that numerical advantage.
Oh, my apologies. That was actually Ewell there with the hook. And the Snipers will be going to their first power play of the evening, down by 1.
So Ewell took that first hit and got through it. And it was a pretty decent check, but he got through and kept going and put some good pressure on. But now, unfortunately, for his troubles, he gets 2 minutes of rest. Maybe there's a little bit of a booby prize there. So 2 minutes, can't get a change. Gets your breath back.
Face-off won by Webster, and that was Clark just falling down. But Webster comes in to support him as McCoy tries to pin that on the wall and kill off some precious seconds. The puck now squirts back over to McMahon, who sends it across over to Subert, who winds up, takes a shot, and just fans on that one. That was an easy save there for Woodlands. Comes back here to Subert, who's just going to cycle that back down for Webster. He's just going to evade the check there of Minson and come into the slot. Webster shot, save Woodlands, rebound there by Nave, and back to it is Webster, will just recycle that back up to the point. McMahon will wind up, send it over to Webster, just misses him, but the puck will go behind the net, and first to it is Spencer Nave. Clark now with it, battling there, loses his stick. There was the Inferno defender McCoy. Comes back out, Webster with a shot, deflected off the stick of McKenzie, and first to it is Minson, but can only get it back to the captain of the Snipers. Comes down for Clark, who walks on the half wall, just drops it there for Webster. He takes that into the corner, finds McMahon with a shot, saved there by Woodlands, and that's a nice stick tap there by Ewell for his goaltender. Clark there battling hard with Minson, able to keep it in, but only momentarily as McKenzie gets that puck out into the neutral zone, and McMahon regroups that to Subert. Goes down the length of the ice, and that was a little lazy play by McCoy. Scores! Liam Webster with the hat trick. A lazy skate back by McCoy. Webster picks it up and goes roof. And he's got the Hattie as the game's tied at 4.
4 goals apiece. Magnificent Webster game so far. He's the leading light and the driving force behind the Snipers team, and you can see there his team was a bit down, and they had that 4 goals without a reply earlier on. And then
Officials,
Webster says we are back.
officials just having a little bit of a chat because, you know, they're saying, how's this not an icing, as McCoy was nearly there. But I think what the official's saying is McCoy stopped skating, and Webster just kept his legs moving and was able to collect the puck and shoot that top shelf. In my mind, that's a good goal.
The referees decide what is and isn't anyway, so if they've called it, then we're not going back to Toronto to find out the answer.
There we go, and with that, we've got a call there, and the goal will stand. Liam Webster with his league-leading 4th goal for the hat trick. He's putting the team on his shoulders now. So here we go, 4-4 game. Puck now with Lazzarato, and let's see if that lights a fire under the Inferno, as they were livid that wasn't called icing. Saved there by Woodlands. Back there for Koenig. Koenig circles, sends that back down to Gallagher. Gallagher back to Koenig. In the corner, still with it, just stick handling around McCoy, sends it back to Gallagher. Just looking for it. There's Gallagher. He's picked his pocket, picked there by McCoy, but again, nice stick there. Here's Gallagher's shot, save Woodlands. With it now is Gallagher still. Takes it on the backhand in front to McMahon, who takes a shot, saved there by Woodlands, and that goes into the netting. So just if you go back to that goal, take a look, guys, you know, that all started with a nice dump in there by the Snipers, and just, you know, a couple extra steps by McCoy, and that's probably waved off on icing, but, you know, just,
get lazy, can you?
just the extra step by Webster to beat that out, and you got to play the whistle, and Webster able to get that, and as we know, has a wicked shot. He was able to put that top shelf.
Put just a goalie between Webster and the net. 9 times out of 10, he's going to bury it.
So 4 points tonight for the captain, 3 goals. He's been in everything for the Snipers.
Lazzarato just floating around unmarked there. It's a high spot position, but no one's quite able to get the puck to him.
Puck now with Dow. Just check there by McMahon, but Dow chases him, and nice little back check by Koenig. Great two-way player is Alex Koenig. He's just able to avoid the check there of Ewell and send that back to the defender, and now with it is Michael McMahon. Puck across over for Gallagher, just misses him, and Bellick will get back first, and Connors will go for a change.
Just under 12 minutes to play, and we're all tied up, 4 goals apiece.
Here's Logan Ewell already with a goal tonight. I mean, with 4 goals each. Oh, big hit by Subert, and you know, I think arm went up immediately. That's going to be 2 minutes for boarding, and Subert's just saying, sorry, mate. Like, didn't mean to hurt you, but Ewell wants none of it.
Yeah, Ewell's been pretty tough through this game. He's been everywhere. He's been looking for stretch passes and keeping that Snipers defence, really having to stay active and keep their eyes on him. He's done a great job, and he's showing his toughness too. He's had a couple of hits, and he's just kept going, and really playing a very good game. You'll have been pretty impressed by him this one.
So Bellick just choosing to take the face off there to the left of Brown. Brown hasn't really been tested early in this 3rd period, so this will be an opportunity for the Inferno to claw one back and get back to the lead. It's 4-4 now here.
We're going to see a shot from this face-off. It's on the centre's forehand. Will he try to drive it on the net?
And there's just 11 minutes remaining here, and they're just having a little chat in terms of to the officials there. As we just pause, as the official just needs a little bit of a bandage onto his finger, I believe. So the game so far, I mean, 36 shots for the Snipers, you know, 30, which means 32 saves for Woodlands. He's definitely been up to the task, but it's been all Liam Webster for the Snipers. 3 goals tonight and an assist, 4 points as he's leading the league in goals now. And it was a big big second period for the Inferno as they scored 4, with 2 goals coming from the missing piece, as they're calling him in the dressing room.
Let's see how this face-off pans out. Rossi, who's got Bellick, who's lined up right in front of Liam, and looks like he's going to either try and buy a bit of time when they play it back to the D, or is he going to crash the net for the shot from the face-off?
There's the face of Webster saying it's 5 minutes, and that's it. So we've got a 5-minute major for boarding to the Snipers, and this will be exactly what the Inferno need to get back ahead here. So puck down low here for Turner. He takes that in the corner, looks up, he's got McCoy. McCoy ready with a goal tonight, takes a shot, sends it back over to Turner. Takes a shot now, blocked there by Webster, and Spencer Nave's going to chase McCoy back into his own zone.
So what's happened now is because of their boarding, the Inferno with a 5-minute power play.
Yeah, and it's a 5-minute major, which means even if they score, Subert will not exit the box. So effectively, there will be the next 5 minutes. The Inferno will be up by 1, unless another penalty happens. So puck goes into the sniper zone, and no one in the forecheck there, and Liam will just take his time and then send that up over for Clark. And just mishandled that one, which allowed McCoy to get back, and McCoy will circle here, and now send that back across over to Casey Minson.
10 minutes to go. We're all tied up 4 goals apiece. The Inferno on a 5-minute major power play.
Aaron pass there by Minson, and that was Turner looking skyward, and they send that right on net there for Woodlands, and he looked up at the clock, making sure that he got counted for the save. A nice little pocket pick there by Spencer Nave. Sends that shot off the blocking arm of Woodlands and into the netting.
So this is counterintuitively, it's a bit of an opportunity for the Inferno. The Snipers have shown at times throughout this game they've got a bit complacent, and you can get pretty complacent when you look at the clock and you think, you know, we've got 5 minutes of power play here, we don't need to do anything special. It just sneaks into the back of your mind. Webster won't let that happen, I think. But some of the younger guys can just relax a little, gives the Inferno a chance if they can get behind them, and they've done that twice.
So we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the 5-minute major. So effectively, the Snipers have killed off the first 2 minutes here of the 5-minute major, but out with the puck is Casey Minson, and that bounces forward up to Ewell, who's the one that was hit hard into the boards. Minson now with it, blinds in front, shots! Save. Save.
It looked from here like it was in the net,
looked like it went in the net, but no, Kieran Brown made the great save, and you'll see this on the CCM All-Out replay. That was Bellick with the shot and a great block. Forward, and that trickles in on Brown, and he'll cover up again with just over 2.5 minutes remaining in this 5-minute major. So again, here's Turner facing off against Lazzarato. Lazzarato wins it, and Brendan Connors is going to rim that all the way around, and here's Michael McMahon. He's going to circle back for a little bit more time and now take some speed. Here he is galloping through the neutral zone, takes it again, taking it wide, curls behind the net, just stops back, and curls away from Minson, still with it, using his big bodies. He's so used to doing it in his own zone, but doing it here in the offensive zone. Picked up by the captain, Bellick. He looks forward, not able to hit Ewell, and the passing targets are just a little bit off here for the Inferno in this for this power play, but they're going to take a lucky bounce there, but can't penetrate the offensive zone.
Well, Minson showing his versatility. He's got a couple of goals, but also a really great display there of just defensive prowess. He's just keeping the puck away from the Snipers and denying them opportunity after opportunity.
Well, this is a momentum killer if you're the Inferno. They've had nothing on this power play, and if anything, it's just playing into the strengths of the Snipers. But here comes Logan Ewell over the blue line, takes it wide, walks around Connor, still with it is Ewell, takes a shot off the arm there of Kieran Brown, and the puck comes back for Bellick. Now with it is McCoy, curls around, revert, trying to find Bellick there again, but comes back from McCoy, over to Bellick. Bellick still with it, wide shot, tries to stuff it short side, but Brown is down. Oh, trying to use the nifty hands there was the captain, Steve Bellick, but Brown was equal to the task, and he was able to get that paddle down and cover that puck up between the legs.
It looked like Bellick was just trying to sneak it through a bit of a gap between the pad and the boards when Brown went down there.
Yeah, that great blocker arm just there on the post.
There's also another number in there, that number 2 of Liam Webster back there helping him out as well.
Yeah, here we go. So here's Dow on the point, takes a shot, saved there by Brown. And the puck now comes out for Clark, who can only get it out to the neutral zone. And we have 36 seconds remaining on the 5-minute major. And apart from that Bellick opportunity, you know, there really hasn't been much danger if you're an Inferno fan.
Well, the Inferno's game so far through this has been the fast breaks, and they haven't had any.
And Clark with a shot, and that just goes wide, and Koenig will get there first, and he's just going to circle around. He's got space, and he's going to dump that back for Clark to chase. Clark just does a nice job to use the body to keep Dow from collecting it, and now the Inferno have it here through McCoy, and that's going to put a damper there. 5 seconds remaining. Lee Turner down into the corner for the Inferno, and just like that, the Snipers have killed off the 5-minute major as Dow's back as Subert's back out onto the ice. Oh, and through the crease there. Put back there for Yule. Dow sends it back for Yule. McMahon pinches up. A great stick lift there by Yule. Yule back, tried to curl it in front, but couldn't get it past the net. And that's Michael McMahon now battling with Turner, and it comes out to Clark. He finds Webster, who has 4 points tonight, 3 goals. Just takes another shot, scores again!
Webster.
Liam Webster with his 4th of the night. He can do no wrong. A captain's game, 5 points, 4 goals, scores again.
That's Liam Webster at his 5-minute penalty kill that the Snipers ever had to do. He was out for all of that as well, and then he just rips that goal. Totally undresses Webster. It's just absolutely superb play. The Inferno, when they're dangerous, they're getting through broken play, but they're letting the Snipers get organised, and that's what happened in that 5-minute major. The Snipers were organised, and as a result, no opportunities.
There's a reason why they call him the Wizard. He can put on a magic show for sure, and that's what we're seeing tonight as Liam Webster has scored 4 goals now and has 5 points, collecting a point on every single Sniper goal, and he's now the all-out leader with 5 goals in the league.
4 minutes and 30 seconds to play. The Snipers with a tenuous 1-goal lead, but that magnificent penalty kill there for 5 minutes where they created lots of opportunities and denied the Inferno any real chances. It was great structure and great discipline that got them through that.
So face off to the left here of Woodlands. Comes back there for Connors, collected here by McCoy, and he springs Bellick. Bellick over the blue line. He's got a trailer there in Turner. He finds him. Turner shots. Oh! He saw daylight there, but wasn't able to hit the net, and that springs an odd man rush the other way. Lazarato's got Gallagher, but a great stick there by Naruse. Blocks that, and here come the Inferno. So it's back and forth hockey. Turner over the blue line. He's got a trailing Yule. Just outweights Connors. Now finds Yule. Yule with a shot, scores! Logan Yule ties the game after a back and forth opportunity. A hell of a play there by young Kai Naruse to block the odd man rush for the Snipers, and they go down the other way. Lee Turner outweights Connors, finds Yule in front, and he makes no mistake.
Snipers playing, skating around, looking at the sky, wondering what on earth's happening here. They've had so many times when it looked like more money, like it was their game, and the Inferno keep coming back. They get that broken play, and that's where they're dangerous. If the Snipers get their structure together, they're not able to penetrate it, but they get a few breaks backwards and forwards, and that defence by the Snipers falling apart, and that's creating the opportunities for the Inferno, and they're taking advantage of it.
What a game we are treated to tonight. 5-5 here with 3 minutes remaining in the third period. It's anyone's game, and it just goes loose there in the corner, and they're battling in front of Woodlands, but he's got the pad down, and he covers up. Oh man, Carl, ain't this exciting?
It's not what we expected. It's a cracker of a game.
Shots are 39 to 30 or 40 to 32 for the Snipers. 35 saves for Woodland. 7 saves for Brown. But Liam Webster with 5 goals put the team up 1. But a nice job there by Naruse to negate another scoring opportunity, allowed the Inferno to go down and score through Logan Yule for his 2nd of the night, and that rings off the bar. So we'll have stop time here for the remainder of the game, and it's anyone's really. And here comes Dow. He drops that over for McKenzie. McKenzie now over the blue line and sends that down for McMahon. So who is going to score the winner? Will it be the Snipers through Liam Webster for his 5th of the night? Or will it be Casey Minson for his hat trick? Who knows? It's anyone's. We've got 2 minutes remaining. And here's Jack McCoy sending it up, looking for McKenzie. McKenzie's going to get there first, negating the icing, and Subert knocks the puck away, allowing McMahon to collect it. He's going to make a few crossovers to collect some speed, send it up to the young Spencer Nave. He's just going to send that on. And Woodlands is going to blocker that into the corner. Again, whipped on net by Clark. Saved by Woodlands, comes back to the point, and out down into the zone. So 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in the third period in a 5-all game that has been back and forth all night. McMahon over the blue line, takes it, holds, sends it around, and forcing Connors to pinch. He keeps that in, just evades the check there of Bellick, winds, looking for Lazarato, back shot, deflected, intercepted here by Minson. So Casey Minson, who's got 3 points himself tonight, looks over the captain and Bellick. That's chopped there by Connors, and now chipped out there for Lazzarato. He's got Gallagher, who's going to chip it forward, looking for him. That's going to go on net, and Woodlands is going to cover up as there were 2 Infernos there, or 2 snipers there, in Lazzarato and Bellick.
So in the last 2 minutes, they're all tied up with less than 2 goal difference. We've got no goal difference.
Woo.
We have stop time for the last 2 minutes. And I think, Gossi, you need that stop time as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's been back and forth in this third period, and it really has been a tale of back and forth hockey all night. Puck here in the neutral zone, glove down by Koenig, finds Gallagher. Gallagher winds, shot, blocked there by McCoy. Puck comes into the corner, squirts out to the point. Subert sends it down, but only as far as McCoy. We're down to the last minute of play, and here comes Turner for the Inferno. Over the blue line, stops, waits, looks for Ewell, finds Bellick, shot along the ice, and that's gloved there by Brown. Now, with
didn't quite get enough on that one to put it away.
So just to remind you guys, 47 seconds remaining. The game started with a goal by Liam Webster, his second of the campaign. Then Bobby Clark made it 2-0. A second goal by Webster. Then 4 goals by the Inferno. Minson, Ewell, and Bellick. And then 2 goals by Webster to start the third to put his team up. And then Logan Ewell with his second comes out and ties the game at 5. And with 47 seconds remaining, we have a timeout as both coaches are going to just get to the drawing board and try to figure out who's going to win. So here we are. We've got a hell of a game. It's been a great game by the goaltenders as well. I mean, Seb Woodlands has been standing on his head for parts of this game, but the Liam Webster show for the snipers, he's just willing his team to victory tonight.
And just to bring you up to speed on the ladder too, if this game does end up tied after the next 47 seconds, the snipers will remain third on the ladder, just on goal differential, and the Inferno will remain.
I reckon
on
we
the
go
bottom.
shootout though, isn't it? Shootout if we
not for these.
not this season.
Just not until finals. So they could tie it, and if that's the case, then the Inferno will finish to the mid-season draw on the bottom of the ladder, and they'll get first pick. Do they take Hayden Dawes? Do they take Jamie
Burke? Yeah, well, only time will tell. So here's McCoy in his own zone. He curls away. He's got Logan Ewell wide open in the neutral zone, and he gets it, and he's got McKenzie with him, but just not able to find him, and Connor's able to collect that. So 30 seconds remaining, and a nice hit there by Minson, but Lazzarato able to get it. Now here comes Ewell. Ewell over to Turner. Minson up there as well. Minson and Ewell both on 2 goals, looking to join Webster in the hat trick party. But Michael McMahon now finds Gallagher. Gallagher takes it to the forehand, chips it in front to Koenig. Move, save Woodlands. What a save, Seb Woodlands denying Koenig in the dying seconds of the third period. And the game after 3 is tied 5-5. There we go. So they're talking now. The game will go to a shootout. 3 shooters each. We will have a winner tonight.
So we're having a shootout. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
something new every day, don't we? So there will be a result at the end of this in some way, shape, or form. If there wasn't to be a result, then the snipers would be finishing third on the ladder at this midpoint of the season. Whereas the Inferno would be 4th. But it's a shootout, so this is going to be a shootout for the right to not pick Hayden.
I think
or
we're
the
going
right to pick Jamie, or who knows?
I think we're going. I mean, let's pick the shooters. I mean, Liam has to go down. I mean, the guy's got 5 points tonight. I think Minson's got to go down his side. I think you might see Ewell. And McKenzie potentially.
Bellick.
I think if you're the Inferno.
And
Logan Gallagher, the young player. You know, it's always great to play some of these young guys. You know, they practice all these things at home. But here we go. Gallagher in on Woodlands, coming in slow. Shot, scores. Logan Gallagher with the shot off the pad there of Woodlands, finds the back of the net, and the snipers are up 1-0 here in the shootout. So here comes Lee Turner here for the
So these goals don't
Inferno.
count on the plus-minus either. It just gets us a result.
So here we go. So let's see if Lee Turner can respond with one of his own. So he's going to come in. A little bit more speed than in here on Gallagher. Coming out there is Brown. Move, shot, scoop, save. There we go. So outweighted him was Brown, and Lee Turner took it to the backhand and wasn't able to find the net.
Webster coming out now for the Snipers. And I
Hands
gotta say,
down, the man of the match.
without a doubt. I think
5
Webster
points,
absolutely
4
superb.
goals, league leader in goals.
Yep. Killed the penalty, killed the power play.
And here he comes, one-on-one on Seb Woodlands. Captain Webster, the wizard. Oh, and he just loses the puck,
get that one, though.
and Woodlands knocks that one away. So Liam, the star of the regulation game, not able to put the Snipers up by 2, and here comes Austin McKenzie. You have to remember he captained the Inferno last season, and he'll come down. Or sorry, McDowell actually did, but here comes McKenzie on Brown. McKenzie with a move. Oh, and he misses the shot, just like Webster. So there we go. 1-0 still for the Snipers, and who's going to come down here for the Snipers with an opportunity to ice the game? And it's going to be Paul Lazzarato.
Lazzarato gets this, the Snipers win.
So Lazzarato with an opportunity to end the game, but he's got to beat the final boss in Seb Woodlands. Lazzarato in. Shot scores! Bar down Lazzarato, and the Snipers win the thriller in Reservoir. 6-5 in the shootout. What a game. And with that, the Inferno keep their heads up high. They had a hell of a game, and they'll go into the midseason draft with the first overall pick. Will they take Jamie Burke? Will they take Hayden Dawes? Will they take one of the other amazing players in the draft like Anton Goss?
I'm not sure they might take Gossi.
Nah, I'm kidding. But all good. It was a hell of a game tonight. And great job for the goaltenders, great job for the games. Who are the stars tonight here?
For us, so we've got Liam Webster as the first star, Seb Woodlands, who was almost unbeatable in goal, except for that little bit of bad luck in the penalty shootout, and then Minson, who had a superb game as well. So next week, round 4, the Snipers versus the Dogs at 7:40 p.m. roughly, and the Inferno versus the Bruins, which will be a cracker. And both of these games are taking place after the mid-season draw, which is on the mid-season draft, which is on Tuesday night. We'll have details for that later, and they'll be posted on the social media streams. We know that Hayden Dawes is in the draw, or at least we think he is. We know that Jamie Burke is in the draw, and we know he is. And it's going to be fascinating how that pans out. So the only way to tell what's going to happen next week is to either be down here at the rink and watch it in the flesh, which is the best show in town on a Friday night, doesn't get any better, or to catch us on the live stream.
And if you're looking for your friends to get into hockey, just send them the link to this game, because my lord, this was one exciting match.
So from Gossi and myself, we will be with you next week. Until then, bring it on.